The opinions expressed on the X and Y Show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y Show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y Show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y Show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. And greetings. Welcome to another segment of the XY Show. And I'm your host, Roosevelt. I know I said I would do it every Sunday now, starting on, but I changed my mind. I'm not moving no damn Sundays. I thought, you know what, football season coming up, and I'm not recording on no damn Sunday. So I'm going to keep it on a Friday for now. And just do it that way, and that just fit better. So I'm going to keep it there for now. Maybe after football season, I might entertain it, but I don't know. I think it's good to stay in one place and not move once you've been doing it so long, you know. It'd be like changing the Little House on the Prairie from Monday night to Thursday night. You know, for those of you who remember the Little House on the Prairie, is always on Monday. Wasn't shit else on but the Little House on the Prairie. You know it's Monday because that shit was on. But, you know, it would have been weird seeing the Little House on the Prairie on a Wednesday or some shit. Anyway. So the XY Show will stay on Friday. Might be a little late sometimes, but you'll get it. You'll get it. You have my word. You know. So I've told many women that you'll get it. Let me just stop. Oh, okay. Let me get in some letters. This is from Marie. Love your show, but don't appreciate how you hate women with children. Why do you hate women with children? Well, first of all, Marie, I don't hate women with children. It's just my preference to date women without children and ultimately get married with a woman without children. That's my preference. I'm not saying that when I meet a woman, if she has a kid, you know, or children plural, I'm not automatically disqualifying her. Oh, she got kids? Oh, no, get away from me. No, I'm not doing that. But if I find out that she has kids before, I'm not going to pursue that. I'm not going to, you know, picture like a football team. You know, they want option A, you know, and they'll take B, but they're not going to go hard after option B if they can get A. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that I hate women with children. I mean, I like women, but I prefer women without children. It's just less trouble for me. And a lot of that deals with like simple things such as discipline your children. A lot of women nowadays don't believe in disciplining children. You know, all that, that soft shit, you know, the timeout and stand in the corner and all that bullshit. And I come from the whooping ass era. There's nothing wrong with giving a good ass whooping every once in a while. And I'm not talking about abuse, but I'm talking about a good ass whooping. So, and a lot of women don't want you to do that, let alone a stepfather. I mean, the women that are listening to this, would you really allow a stepfather to come in and discipline your children by whooping their ass from time to time? I mean, honestly, would you allow that? I mean, most natural women and the natural father, they don't want the natural fathers spanking that ass. So you know they're not going to allow a stepfather to come in and spank the daughter or spank the son. It's just not going to happen. And then you got to deal with the punk ass father. So no, it's a lot of problems that I can avoid by dating a woman without children. You know, that's my preference. It's my right, and that's just what I choose to do. It's not that I hate women with children. I don't hate them. I just prefer to get with a woman. I don't have kids, so I would like it to be our first together. You know, that's what I prefer. It's just a preference. Just being honest, you know. Letter from Peter. Do you believe in spanking or timeout? Well, I answered that question with the first one. I definitely believe in spanking. I don't believe in the timeout bullshit. And I believe that that's where a lot of problems in this country are stemming from. When they took the paddling out of schools. When I was in school, you didn't want to go to the principal's office. You know, when a teacher mentioned the principal, okay, be quiet. You shut the fuck up. All that playing and bullshit, and that stop. Because when you went to the principal's office, that means your ass was going to get paddled. And then, you know they're going to call home. Then you get another ass whooping. You know, just because you want to be a comedian and shit. It wasn't worth it. But nowadays, these kids don't give a fuck. You know, I want to send you to the principal's office. Go ahead. They don't give a shit. You know, because they know nothing's going to happen to them. The principals can't touch them anymore. They took all the disciplinary actions, the physical disciplinary actions out of schools. And, you know, so shit don't happen to them. And they go home and they got these soft-ass parents with this timeout bullshit and get in a corner and write down on a piece of paper what do you think that you did wrong and all that bullshit. Instead of giving them what they really need, a good ass whooping. You know? And then you got these psychiatrists who kettle in on that bullshit. Oh yeah, spanking of children devastates them at a young age. You know, that's the most crockiest bullshit. And that's really one of the reasons why I don't want to say I don't respect the field of psychiatry and psychology and shit, but it's hard for me to believe in it because they catered all that bullshit. You know, oh, don't spank your children. No, it devastates them. You know, well, if you don't spank your kids, they're gonna devastate your ass in about 12 or 13 years. You know, I've seen it many times. Many of you have seen it many times. Children in the store hitting their parents, hitting their mother. You're gonna get it. You stop it. You stop it now. All right, when we get home, you're gonna be in timeout all day. The fuck? Let me tell you something. If I had thought about hitting my mama or daddy when I was coming up, if I had done that, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. It's just some shit we didn't even think about doing. Now every time you look around, these kids hitting their parents, disrespecting them. Fuck you! Fuck you! You know, and all that bullshit because they're not respecting parents. They don't respect parents because they don't fear them. You got to have that respect and fear. You know, I knew if I had fucked up, I knew what I was getting. I knew what I was getting when my daddy got home, and sometimes my mama gave it to me. Shit. I knew when I went to the principal's office what I was getting. You know, now these kids don't give a fuck. So anyway, to answer your question, Peter, yes, I do. I believe in spanking. I don't believe in that timeout bullshit, writing paragraphs on what she did wrong and all that. But I believe a child should get a good ass whooping every once in a while. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. So, Oh, Stacy, do you envision having sex with every woman you meet? Absolutely, I do. And it doesn't matter how old or they are. Every woman that I meet, I try to at least hug them once, especially if they got big titties. Because, I like to feel, the titties and shit. I look at their hands, to imagine my dick in their hands. I look at their mouth, just stuff like that, their voices and stuff, how they would be sounding if we were fucking, all of that. So, yeah, I envision having sex with all women that I meet. It's not that I disrespect all women, they'll never know. Well, I guess they know now. But they'll never know. That's just me. I'm a Scorpio. I have a very sexual imagination, so I do envision that. I do. I'm single, so shit. I can think that way. Now, when I get married, it'll be a different story. But I'm single, so yeah. Every woman I meet, I envision fucking them. And, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm attracted to women. What? What's the problem? And, see, I'm real. I'm going to admit it. That's the way it is. And that's the way most guys, think. It's just that they won't admit it. Oh, no, I don't think that way. Oh, my goodness. No, absolutely not. That's bullshit. Every guy, especially if they're single, and they see an attractive woman to them, they're envisioning how, fucking them. Really? So, I'm being honest. Yes, I do. Every woman I see, I try to give them a hug so I can feel them titties. I want to feel them. Now, if they don't have no titties, I'd probably give them a handshake. But if they got some nice titties, I'm going to give me a hug. I got to feel them. Yeah. So, anyway, hope I answered your question, Stacy. Let's get into the next episode. Tonight's episode, what should you know about someone before having sex with them? What should you know about someone before having sex with them? Now, if you had asked me this question, say, 20, 25 years ago, I was in my younger days. The only thing I wanted to know before I had sex with a woman was if she got good pussy. That's all. I didn't want to know shit else. Now, yeah, that was irresponsible, and that was, very careless on my part. But, shit, I was in my 20s, and early 20s at that. I was just thinking about fucking. Before you throw a stone at me, how were you thinking when you was in your 20s? So, yeah, I didn't... You asked me that question 25 years ago, did she got some good pussy? That's all I wanted to know. But now, since I'm more older, more wiser, more mature, there's a few other things that I would like to know before I have sex with a woman. And it varies from person to person. Every man would not think like I do, even if they're my age. And flipping the coin, every woman, maybe in their 20s, they want to know if the guy has some good dick. It might be that way when they're in their 40s. Who knows? Some people never grow up, Some people never evolve, So, age is just a number. It doesn't matter, it's not a thing that it's going to be a must for the person. Oh, you're older now, so you'll be more responsible. No, it don't work that way. But for me, I would say now I'm a lot more wiser, more responsible, less careless, care about my longevity on this planet, because some shit that'll take your ass out or make you very uncomfortable, So now I wouldn't, 25 years ago, the only thing I wanted to know about a woman if she had some good pussy. Now, I'm more wiser, more mature. The first thing I want to know if she got some good pussy. That don't change. That don't change. Don't care how old you are, how wiser you are. You still want to know if she got some good pussy. That's number one. That'll never change. Ever. So even now, the first thing I want to know about a woman, does she have some good pussy? The second thing, is she wife material? I didn't think that way in my 20s, but now I want to know if she's wife material. Because now, believe it or not, I don't want to do a lot of empty fucking. I don't want to waste my time on just fucking anybody. I want to know if this person is wife material. And if she's not wife material, I probably won't fuck her. That's a serious statement. That's some shit I thought I would never say if you asked me 25 years ago. I never fuck. What? Yeah. If they're not wife material, I probably wouldn't fuck. I don't have time to be wasting in empty fucking. So that second thing, I want to know if she got some good pussy. I want to know if she's wife material. Could I marry this woman? And it can flip both ways. The woman could be the same way. Is he marriage material? Could he be a husband? Could he be a good provider? Could I really start a family with this guy? I should have really got someone, a female, who did this show with me, just from a woman's perspective. So I'm trying to get both of them, but it's kind of hard because I'm not a woman. So I'm just basing off my experiences what a woman would want, But, I'm guessing. So I guess you all, with females out there, you have to envision, if you're single, what you would like in a guy. So, just make it fit to your situation. But for me, I'm saying that good pussy and is she wife material? She gotta be wife material. The third thing, is she clean? That's very, very important because a lot of women, a lot of you nowadays, a lot of you don't bathe your ass. A lot of stinking ass women walking around, a lot of you women only take one shower a day. I know you know somebody who do that shit, work all day and get your nasty ass right in bed without washing your ass. Get up in the morning, take a shower, and work all day, get dirty and out in the public and subway and grocery store and all that shit, and you get your nasty ass in the bed without washing your ass. A lot of women are like that today. A lot of women are not washing their asses properly. I gotta know if she clean. That's a must. I got to know that. And I would assume on the other side of the coin, a woman would like to know if a man's clean. I got to know that before I have sex with her. I don't want to smell no stinking ass when I'm having sex. So I got to know if she's clean. Okay. Now, the next thing I got to know, is she crazy? A lot of women out there crazy as hell. And to be quite honest with you, a lot of times, from my experience, when you with a woman and you really give us some good dick, that makes a lot of women go crazy, makes a lot of women lose their damn minds. And I'm not bragging, I'm not saying anything, I'm nothing special. I don't have the biggest dick in the world. Although my dick will touch your tonsils. It will hit It will touch the back of your tonsils now. But no, it's nothing special. I ain't got nothing. But I got some good dick. I got some good dick. And I love to give a woman some good dick. And a lot of women, when you give them that good dick, they get crazy. They don't know how to handle it. They lose their mind. They start doing shit, that they never done before. You wouldn't have thought that they would ever do. They start, it's like they pissing on the tree, making sure nobody else get in. Start stalking you. When you coming back over? Can I come over? Just want to be around you all the time. Want to be all under you. It's just they lose their mind. Get just super, 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 super jealous. Because they don't want to, and it all roots into they don't want to lose that good dick. That's what it is. When they get a hold of some good dick, they don't want to lose it. So they lose their damn mind. So I got to make sure that a woman isn't crazy. Because she already crazy. You give her some good dick, then she'll lose her goddamn mind. So she can't be crazy when we initially start coding or talking or whatever you want to say. She got to have a reason. She got to have a level head. She can't be crazy. I got to know if she crazy. If she crazy, I probably won't fuck her. Because right now, in this point of my life, I don't need no shit. I don't need no shit. I don't need no crazy. I don't need nobody waiting at my house, and getting out of shit, trying to cut me and stabbing my tires and, all that crazy shit. Egging my car, my truck, and all kind of shit. I don't need all that shit. I don't need no drama like that. I got to make sure. I want to know she's not crazy. Because when I give her this good dick, I don't want her to get more crazy. She gonna get crazy anyway, because when I give her this good dick, she gonna get a little crazy, but she can't be already crazy. You know what I'm saying? She can't be half crazy, and I give her some good dick, and she all the way crazy. So, she can't be crazy. And I would think, on the other side of the coin, a woman is also concerned about a guy not being crazy. Some guys out there stalk as well. Fight, all kind of stuff, and, super, super jealous. I heard stories. Talk to people, new people, where the guys get some good pussy and lose their mind. So it works both ways. Both sides of the coin. Now, next thing I want to know, before we have sex, is she fucking multiple dudes? I gotta know if she's fucking somebody else. Because nowadays, a lot of people, along with this multiple fucking more than one person. I really, I don't get people. I don't get people nowadays. It's like, there's diseases out there that can kill you. That can threaten your life. And you out here fucking multiple people and a lot of times unprotected, and all kind of crazy shit. And it's like, and some of these stupid motherfuckers, I only suck his dick. There's no harm in that. He's not fucking me, Some ignorant motherfuckers out there. So, a lot of people think it's okay if they're single to be fucking multiple people. Now, if I'm not okay with that. I don't want my girlfriend fucking multiple people. And if she's my girlfriend and she's fucking multiple people, then she's not wife material. You see how that tied in? If she's wife material, she's not fucking multiple people. But if she's fucking multiple people, she's definitely not wife material. I'm sorry. And I know for those of you out there, oh, we're swingers. We've been swinging for 20 years. I'm not talking to your ass. That's a different show. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people who's supposed to be in a monogamous relationship in fucking one person. Supposed to be. If he or she is fucking multiple people, that's a problem. That's a problem with me. I want to know, is she fucking multiple people? If she is, then I don't want to fuck with her. I don't want to get into that. I don't know who she's fucking. I don't know what they have. I don't know what diseases they have, warts and all kind of shit going around. I don't know what he doing to her. You know. I don't want that. I don't want to be mixed up in that shit. So no. I gotta know if she's fucking multiple dudes. And I will assume on the other side of the coin, it's the same way. Women want to know if a guy could truly be monogamous and be with just her. Make sure he's not fucking multiple women. I'm sure every woman would desire that. You know, why would she want to share her man with someone else? Now, last but not least, of course, I would want to know if that person is healthy. I would hope that they would be honest enough to tell me if they have an STD. But a lot of people are not honest. A lot of people currently are just doing a lot of fucking, knowing they have an STD. You know, they don't care about giving it to someone else. They got it, so they want to give it to somebody else out of vengeance or just being a bad person. And those of you out there who have informed the person that you have an STD before you got sexual, I commend you for that. Because you didn't have to do that. And that says a lot about your character, that you are a good person. You know, hold up, I'm letting you know before this starts that I have da-da-da-da. You know, that's honesty. I like that. I commend you for it. But I got to know if you have an STD. And I'm sure on the other side of the coin, the woman will say the same thing. I got to know if you're healthy. You know, a lot of you, that means that let's go get a test or show me your test. You know, well, a lot of times you got to be careful with that, because if you had a test even 2 weeks ago, it's not current. You know, he got it 2 weeks ago, but he might have got some pussy last night. Or she had it 2 weeks ago, but she might have had a dick in her ass the other day. So even that's not 100%. You know, unless you two go down there together. But even that's not, you know, because a lot of times you have to wait like 6 months for that shit to show up. So it's still not guaranteed, but it's better odds. You know, better odds. So, you know, it's a lot of times, you know, I always say, I wish that I was old enough to be a hippie, because back then they were getting all kind of pussy. Those are some lucky motherfuckers. Every time I meet one of those dudes that went to Woodstock, and if they went to Woodstock, you know they was fucking. And, you know, they had some, oh my goodness, I would give up my youth to go back to experience that shit. Could you imagine? All you had to do was hold a peace sign and somebody was giving you some pussy. Oh, my goodness. And if you caught something back then, all you do, got a shot of penicillin and cleared that shit right up. Then you went back to fucking. They didn't have nothing to worry about. All he was doing. Oh my goodness. That was the best era in the world. It never happened again. You know, I wish I can go back and experience that. Just, oh goodness. Anyway. But, you know, it's amazing that even though all of these diseases are going around and these different situations, people are still being very irresponsible when it comes to sex. A lot of times people are having sex with people and they know nothing about them. Nothing about them. Fucking people on the first night, you know. And I remember, I'm not throwing a rock at you because years ago, that's what I lived for. To get some pussy on the first night. A one-night stand? That was my motto. I invented the one-night stand. That's what I aspired. But now, I don't want a one-night stand. No. I want to get to know you. I want to know what you're about. I want to know how you feel inside. I want to know how your head is. I want to know what kind of person you are. I want to know you before I stick my dick in you. 25 years ago, no, I wouldn't have said that shit. Hell no. Didn't have to know you. Didn't have to know your real name. Her. She. I didn't give a fuck. I was just getting some pussy. But now, I want to know you. I want to know your name. I want to know what kind of woman you are. I want to know, I want to know if you're wife material. I want to know if you're clean. I want to know if you're not crazy. And yes, I do want to know if you're healthy. And yes, I also want to know if you got some good pussy. And if all those other ones check off, then I'll find that out. If you're wife material and you're clean and you're not crazy and you're healthy and you're not fucking multiple dudes, all that check off, I'm going to find out if you got some good pussy. I'll find that out. We'll get to that. But we live in a time and age where you just can't fuck. You can't do that anymore. This is not 1965. It's 2019. You have to be more responsible. You can't go around fucking everybody. You have to know the person. Now, you have to be responsible. A lot of people not being responsible. They don't know the person. They don't know their background. Don't know shit about them. Yet they fucking them. I mean, I'm thinking about some shit that I did back in the day. And I'm like, damn. Woo! But I was young. I was stupid. I was stupid like a mother. Woo! Stupid. But I've grown. I've evolved to a better person, a more responsible person. I don't want a one-night stand anymore. I don't want easy pussy anymore. I'm looking for the complete deal. I don't want just a piece of cake. I want the damn cake. And I'm going to eat it. God damn it. I don't want just a piece. I want the whole damn cake. So I got to know. I want to know her. And I assume on the other side of the coin is the same thing from a woman. They want to know him. They want to know if he's husband material. Could he be a leader of a family? Is he clean? Is he fucking multiple women? They want to know all that shit. They want to know his name. I would assume. We're living in different times. You can't be irresponsible when it comes to sex anymore. You're putting your life in danger. You're putting everyone's life in danger, ultimately. So, what should you know about someone before having sex with them? It's up to you. You know what you want, you know what you desire, you know what you tolerate. But for me, I want to know if she's wife material. I want to know if she's clean. I want to know if she's not crazy before I give her this good dick. I want to know if she's fucking multiple dudes. And I want to know if she's healthy. If all of those check off, then I'm going to find out if she got some good pussy. It's simple. But I want to know a few things now before we get to that level. I want to know some things about you before we, climax together. I mean, that should be easy, you would think. But how many people that are listening to the sound of my voice know somebody right now who's just fucking irresponsible? Fucking. How many people do you know that do that right now? In their 40s, in their 30s, in their 50s? It's kind of where we live in. And you must protect yourself or suffer the consequences. So, hope you enjoyed tonight's segment of the X and Y Show. Be sure to check me out on any podcast venue that you desire. My main hub is on Spreaker, of course. That's where I broadcast from. But you can also find my show on, Spreaker, of course. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Blueberry, Google Play, TuneIn, Castbox, and I'm forgetting one. Oh, Stitcher as well. So check me out on all of those. Be sure to subscribe and show your love for the X and Y Show. Also, I do have social media accounts. I have Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook. Now you can find all of that, my social media, as well as my platforms on my website, which is www.thexyshow.com, www.thexyshow.com. You can find everything there. Also, you can see the new X and Y store where I have new items. I took away some items. There was too much shit in there. So I got some new items in there, but keep out for the holidays that are coming up. I'm going to have some new shit in there. Be sure to take a picture of your product, and I'll show everyone what a true X and Y that you are. There's also a contact form where you can say hello to me. You can give any constructive criticisms, any recommendations on shows, etc., etc. Just say hello. Be sure to contact me on the contact form on the website. Again, www.thexyshow.com. With that said, that concludes another segment of the XY Show, and I hope you enjoyed it. I want you all to remember, you cannot have love without X and Y. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.